So I'm on my way right now to my uncle's house, going to start watching the Justice League Zack Snyder cut. So I will see you all. For me, it'll be 4 hours, but for you guys, it'll be like less than a second. So my reaction now, and that was one of one of the greatest superhero movies I've ever seen. 4 hours long. Didn't get tired. Didn't get bored. There was only nitpicking one or two things. I can nitpick one or two things that I wasn't really a big fan of. It was barely anything to really pick on with this movie. There was one or two little things, but I'll talk about that later. So I don't even know where to start. First, visually, beautiful, beautifully done. The color palette that they used for this whole movie, dark, gritty, just it wasn't bright and vibrant or anything like, because usually superhero movies are very bright, you know, like in the comic books, they're bright and vibrant and lift your spirits up type of thing. This was just like real and dark and serious and beautiful. Oh man, there was so much detail put into the story of this movie that I'm not gonna spoil. I'm gonna try not to spoil anything for this first part, but we get a solid story. I'm not gonna say it. We understand more each character, each member of the Justice League. We understand them individually more now. You know, yes, Aquaman has his own movie or anything like that, but before that movie, we got a little bit more. We don't have a little bit more, but from my understanding, at least from watching it, there's like 3 hours of new footage in this movie, and like 1 hour of the original footage from the last Justice League movie. And man, every new scene, well, almost like 98% of every new scene was awesome. Changes everything. It's like the last movie was just a college project that some college students worked on, and then what I just watched was the real thing, what we were all waiting for. Oh man, oh my god, there's so much to process in my head right now from everything that I just seen. So the main idea of the story from the last movie is pretty much the same, at least the idea of it, but we get so much more detail in the story of why this is happening, how this is happening, how did that happen, how did this happen, what is the reason for this. I mean, you guys seen from the trailer, the main big bad guy behind this whole thing is Darkseid, and Steppenwolf is basically just a puppet. He's just a pawn to him. I love how they presented Steppenwolf in this movie. In the last movie, he was just so OP'd and anybody could barely do any damage to him. This one, they actually show that this dude is serious. He's strong and powerful, but he still takes some hits here and there. Oh man, and man, did they show teamwork in this movie. The amount of teamwork. Like they don't just like in the last movie we had, they were all suffering and then Superman, bam, ends the whole thing. No. They used teamwork to make the dream work. Oh my god. And Batman, man, this dude shined in this movie. Oh man. There was a few parts I was like, come on, Batman, don't let them do that to you. But man, did he come back strong, holy crap. Oh man, Batman. Oh wow. Flash, I will say this, I'm not a huge fan of the actor who plays Flash in this movie, but I'm more a fan of the Barry Allen from the TV series. I see him more as Flash. That's just me though. But the way that they presented Flash, the way that they talked about him and everything that he does and all the stuff, the special effects with him, everything was beautiful. The jokes, jokes sometimes are a hit and miss. It was mostly a miss. One or two maybe was, little giggle moment. But this movie you can tell is definitely way more serious. But I'm saying, like, if you're gonna throw jokes in it, I just wish they were a little bit more funny. But that's just nitpicking because everything else about this movie was amazing. Oh my gosh. And Black Suit Superman. Wow, the way they did it too. Oh my gosh, the way they did it. Like, I want to spoil this crap so bad, but they did everything right. This is the Justice League movie that we originally wanted. This is the Justice League movie that gets us pumped and excited for future DC movies. They need Zack Snyder to continue this. I need oh my gosh, I need a part 2. I need a Green Lantern movie. Oh, the war. You guys remember the war scene in the last movie, but the war scene in this movie, oh man, we get so much more, and it's satisfying. Oh, it's satisfying, man. It's an amazing movie. I will gladly sit for 4 hours again and watch it. If I had the movie right now, because I watched it at family's house, if I had the movie in front of me, I would be starting it all over again, just so I could see if I missed anything in it. So bottom line, the movie was amazing. The way it ended, just like the way the original ended, this ended so different and so satisfying and amazing. But then, where it ends, then we get even more. And we have even more questions, like... And yes, we do see Jared Leto's Joker, and he does a great job this time. In Suicide Squad, he was terrible. In this one, you can tell he's trying a little slightly different approach with it. Something's a little bit similar to his previous Joker, but he definitely does it better this time. I didn't have a problem with his Joker this time. But I love how after after it seems like it ends, I love how we get even more scenes, more story. We also oh my god, I'm like tongue twister right now. We end up having more questions. What's going on? What is this? Why is this happening? Are we gonna get a part 2? What? Oh man. Yeah, I want to say a lot more. Okay, now I'm gonna talk about what I didn't like in the movie. And like I said, I am nitpicking. I am so nitpicking. It's not even anything serious. It's just something me personally I wasn't a fan of. Number one thing that this actually pissed me off, I'm not gonna lie. Green Lantern. We saw a little touch of Green Lanternness in the last Justice League movie. This movie, we got, a little bit more, but they disrespected the crap out of Green Lantern. Not the Green Lantern we know, like John or anything like that, but just a random Green Lantern. I wanted to see, the Green Lantern Corps is a corps. There's an army of them. Where? I mean, I'm not going to spoil it. I'm just going to say I needed more Green Lantern. Didn't get enough of it. It was disrespectful the way that they handled the Green Lantern. But because, I mean, come on. It's Green Lantern, Justice League. I mean, throw something. Come on, give me something. Give me a freaking... I was hoping so badly at the end there would be an end credit scene where I'll just see a green thing just flying by. I would have been so happy with that. But no. Yeah. Didn't like what they did with Green Lantern, I'll just say that. Another thing, Zach must really like slow-mos because, man, there was a slow-mo every chance he could get. Some were epic. Some were mesmerizing. I think like one or two really didn't have to be there. He definitely threw a lot of it in there, a lot of slow-mos. That shouldn't really be a problem, for a lot of people. Me personally, this is just me. I was just like, you could dumb it down a little bit. We don't need this many slow-mos, but they, after the first one or two that it showed, I was fine the rest of the time watching the movie. Everything else was amazing. Like I said, I can easily watch this whole movie again without even fast forwarding anything. That's why I'm saying that I'm nitpicking these things. And that's literally it. The Green Lantern wasn't a fan of how they did that, and the slow-mos with the music playing. I feel like some of it didn't really need to be there. I feel like that kind of made it hit the 4-hour mark. But everything else, like I said, 98% of the movie, well, since I'm nitpicking, I'll say 99% of the movie was perfect, amazing, and mind-blowing. And so much fun. That tiny 1% is my nitpicking with Green Lantern and the slow-mos. That's it, though. That is it. This movie, I put it right there, side by side, with Avengers Infinity and Endgame. Because when I see Infinity War and Endgame, I see them as one movie. Because this really is just part 1 and 2. So I consider those two one movie. This Justice League movie, Snyder Cut, is right there with it. Right there, not less, not above, right there next to it as one of the greatest superhero movies I've ever seen. That's it. The only thing that'll probably be better is if I get a Green Lantern movie. Not the one with Ryan Reynolds though, but a brand new Green Lantern movie, and it would be great if it was directed by Zack Snyder. Oh my god, I feel like he would do such an amazing job with it. But yeah, it was amazing. I need to calm down right now. Please watch this movie. You're definitely going to enjoy it. No regrets. And I'll catch you all another time, another video. Take care.